Hello everybody and welcome back to NCAA 2005. We are back once again kicking off another season, this time year number 5. We are back to watching single games again because the team is finally in a place that I believe is good enough to actually start viewing the games once again. I realized through year 1 and year 2 that that wasn't the case. The team was so bad that we would end up losing and getting blown out every single game, and I wasn't even sure if the game, like sim-wise, was even going to allow us to win. So I'm like, let me take a couple seasons and actually get the team in a competitive state before I start actually focusing on games, and that's exactly what we're doing. Now we're getting more regional broadcasts, I guess, because we're a better team. I don't know, maybe this is just random completely, because we were playing the San Jose State Spartans, who are not very good. They're coming off of a 2-9 campaign last year in the WAC. They did finish 62nd in recruiting, which is better than we did, and looking at their roster for this video, writing down some important names from their team, they got some pretty high-ranking guys here, so definitely better guys in certain positions than we have, but for some reason it just didn't work out last year. Maybe it's a coaching thing, who knows, but they had a few All-Americans or conference all-team, first, second team All-Americans in the WAC, so they got definitely quite a few prestigious guys in their own conference, and we had our share of those guys last year as well, so they're definitely not a better team, necessarily like a night and day better team than we are, so we might actually be pretty evenly matched here. Don't let the empty stadium fool you. don't let it mislead you. So we're gonna get into this one and see if we can win our first out of conference game. Probably gonna watch all of our non-con games this season because those are a little bit more important than some of our conference games are this year. So their quarterback is unnamed, but he's taking a complete bomb downfield, and it's going to be caught by San Jose State star receiver Marcus Pryor, who's a senior here. He was a second-team WAC All-American last season, and he catches this huge deep bomb from their unnamed quarterback. So on the very next, or a couple plays later, the quarterback's going to lay one across the middle here, and it is going to be caught once again for another first down. This time, goal to go, and the Spartans are already looking to strike here pretty early, but our defense forcing a third and goal situation. Number 12, their quarterback's going to roll out, tries to find an opening here, turns his body to the left, and the ball is released to the right. So I won't question the science of that. Just know that that is exactly what just happened. So San Jose State's going to bring up the kicking team, and they're going to nail this one through to take a 3-point lead here after a huge bomb got them down in Vandal territory to start, but they couldn't cap off the drive. So good effort by our defense here in the red zone to kind of limit the damage from the Spartans offense early on. So now our offense is going to get a chance here at the end, or the beginning of the second quarter, at following the end of the first quarter, in which we didn't do anything on offense here. But now our new starting quarterback, Matt Norwood, the athlete, the 3-star athlete that we recruited, that we converted to quarterback here, he finds an open receiver for a huge first down to get us across the 50. Now Norwood looks to his right but moves to his left and dumps one off in the flat to the running back Keith Bridges, who it's a foot race to the end, and no one can seem to catch him here. San Jose State does not have the speed it takes to catch up with Keith Bridges, and that's going to be a touchdown, man. A check down turns into a huge gain, an almost 50-yard gain into a touchdown for the Vandals. So 7-3 is your score. Now San Jose State on a 3rd and 8 got to pick up the first down. Pressure is in the face of number 12, and he dumps one off, a huge bomb again, and this time it is caught. I believe that time it might have been, I'm not sure who it was. I can't see the number from this angle. The lighting on the footage here is just a little bit too dark with their blue jerseys, so black on blue, not a good move for the Spartans, if I could be completely honest with you guys, even though I do like their uniforms. But on the next play here, number 12 is going to lay this one into the end zone. He's going to find Jeff Williams, the linebacker, the sophomore, in the end zone, who we converted into a starter. We put him there because he wasn't even the best linebacker at his position, so we had to put him on the right side since we have such a logjam at middle linebacker. And this is why we make him a starter here, because he can do things like this, and he's going to get us the ball back here. Defense once again showing up strong in the red zone here. So Norwood fakes the handoff here and gives it right back to the Spartans on the very next play. So, and here's the passing breakdown. As you can see, Matt Norwood's actually had a pretty great game to start things off here, but that just, one of his few incompletions in the game here is now a costly mistake, as the Spartans are going to get the ball not right back where they had it here, but I mean, they're not completely removed from a scoring opportunity now with this turnover. They're inside the 30 just about. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans here. Number 12 is going to drop back. He's going to fire this one to the right side of the field, and this time it is caught, and it's hauled in for a first down. I don't have that dude's number wrote down. He might be a backup running back. I'm not sure. He's not the fullback, so probably a backup running back. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans here, now inside the red zone. Number 12 is going to hand this one off to the running back this time, their unnamed running back, and there's completely nobody on that side of the field, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Spartans as thanks to their mistake, which then turned into our mistake by Matt Norwood, set them up for a scoring opportunity that they looks like that we're going to have either way. So 10-7 is now the score here. Norwood around midfield here is going to dump this one off to Patrick Wilkerson with a nice little spin move, or juke move rather, to get out into open space, and he's going to get brought down close to the 20-yard line, or about the 25-yard line. So a huge chunk play for the Vandals sets us up at a nice scoring opportunity, but thanks to some negative plays, it's 3rd and 12. Norwood's going to lay this one across the middle. He's going to end up finding well, it looks like whoever is showboating here, it's Conrad McNeil. I thought it might have been Dylan Lawrence, the 4th receiver in the depth chart, but it was Conrad McNeil who caught it, short of the marker. So we're going to have to bring out Norman Mays, the walk-on kicker, to try and nail this one through, and he actually does. So kind of some distance on that kick, too. That was not a gimme, given the fact that he's like a 56 overall. So 10-10 is the score, but we have the ball once again, and Norwood once again laying up some absolute deep shots downfield, and this one's going to get caught for another first down for the Vandals, and we are moving once again in San Jose State territory. Now, we've seen this team move the ball pretty effectively, in the first half in the earlier seasons. So now we have to see if we can play a complete game here. But we are playing quite competitively, and so now Norwood's going to keep it himself into open space. And this is a thing to note in case you didn't notice in the offseason video, but Norwood has a lot of speed. So his best attributes are as a quarterback, but he's also very fast. He's just an all-around athlete. So you can expect him to run the ball pretty effectively. But 3rd and short now. The time is ticking away, under a minute in the second quarter. And Norwood dumps this one off quickly, or I believe to Conrad McNeil again, as he hauls that one in and falls out of bounds. And we're going to continue to run with some tempo here. 1st and goal. The ball is going to get set, and now the clock is going to continue to run. Norwood's going to drop back here, dumps this one off quickly to the left side again, and it is caught again. And he's brought down just shy. Conrad McNeil is brought down just shy of the goal line here, and there's going to be a penalty for offsides. And I guess because of the wackiness of it now, we should decline it, but because that would put us at the 1. But we're going to accept it, I guess, and get the first down back. But it's going to put us back at the 5, so I don't know, weirdness. But so on 1st and goal, Norwood's going to keep it himself here and run into the end zone, and he's going to get into the end zone. He's going to take a couple shots here to the body here in the process. That's another thing we have to worry about with a mobile quarterback. He's going to be taking some hits, getting some unnecessary contact here, but it results in a touchdown late in the first half for the Vandals to give us a 17-10 lead, so we will happily take that. Just hopefully we don't have to take it often. Hopefully he doesn't need to do that. But 3rd and 9 now for the Vandals again, right at about midfield. Norwood dumps this one off towards the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught for another first down. Another nice chunk play from our offense, and Conrad McNeil is really getting the work in today, man. He's receiver number 2, but he's really contributing like a receiver number 1. And another number 1 guy in the field here, Keith Bridges, our running back, finally getting into some open space here. A nice little pickup. Not having a terrible game here. We haven't seen a lot of him today, but he is definitely doing good things. He scored that first touchdown, which was massive. So 3rd quarter is going to come to a close with no points to speak of, but we are on the attack, and we are moving the football. So fast forward to a goal-to-go situation, or not goal to go, it's actually 3rd and 2, but it doesn't matter because Norwood's going to dump this one over the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Another Vandal touchdown. Let's see if we can see who it was from this angle. I couldn't see the number, but it is a touchdown. So 24-10 is the score. 14-point lead over the Spartans, and now San Jose State going to get a little bit desperate here, and it's going to pay off as number 12, another deep shot bomb downfield, and this one is going to be caught for a huge completion. And now the Spartans, they're not completely out of this, man. It's only a 14-point game. If they can get the offense rolling here in the 4th quarter, then they can completely change the tide of this game here, especially if they can keep doing deep shot bombs like that one. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans now. Number 12 drops back, quickly releases it to the same spot on the field, just attacking that same side of the field. And here you can see the breakdown, man. San Jose State's receivers kind of feasting here. It's really just Marcus Pryor, their star receiver, who's just really kind of doing everything that he can. And I guess that is his side of the field. I couldn't really tell his numbers, so I haven't been calling out any of the numbers I wrote down because I can't tell the numbers. But I believe that was Pryor on that one, who's really been doing everything on that side. So the very next play here, San Jose State at a quick release once again towards the end zone, and it is going to be another Spartan touchdown. San Jose State finally answers back here to what we've been doing and gets themselves within just one possession now of us. So we need to play pretty tight here in the 4th quarter. So just close to 6 minutes left to go, and we are moving the football here, and that is Keith Bridges catching a pass here, another pass, send the running back out for another, and look at that, he's the second best receiver right now in terms of yardage, just in our whole receiving core right now. He's completely contributing in all aspects, which is great. So Norwood again going to go for a pass here, lobs this one out here, and I believe that is the tight end Byron Huber who catches that one here and is brought down right at the goal line, just a little bit shy of it here, but we have an opportunity to punch this one in to retake a 14-point lead. So on 1st and goal, we're going to hand this one off to Keith Bridges, and he's going to get brought down in the end zone for another Vandals touchdown. And I don't know if there's anyone in this opening game here who's been more productive than Keith Bridges here, but we are going to see Matt Norwood's stats at the end of this, and he has had himself quite the game as well. Don't forget about it. So 31-17 is now the score here. Things seem just about over for the Spartans here, but there is still a chance. They can still try it here, but not when you let Alton O'Neill, one of the best players on our defense, when you give him plenty of time to get in and contribute here. Actually, that might have been DeMarco Hickman. I think that might have been him, actually, number 92. But pressure once again on here on this 4th down, and that's going to get caught. So San Jose State risks it for the biscuit here because they're in desperation mode. They got to get the ball moving here, and they do pick up the 1st down. So they're going to run with some tempo. Still plenty of time here, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. If they can score here and potentially get the ball back, there is still plenty of time, and they do score very quickly, as a quick pass across the middle is going to give the Spartans another touchdown. So back within 7, pending the extra point, the San Jose State moves. So Vandals, man, we got to play a little bit better defense. Got to get a little bit tighter on defense. So we started off really effective in the red zone, kind of limiting the opportunities for San Jose State in our own end, and now things are kind of falling out of whack here. But on a 3rd down, San Jose State, it manages to collapse on that run play, and they got the timeouts here, so they're going to save some time here. They got a little boost on the 2-minute warning, a free timeout, so they're going to get the ball back with over a minute left to work. So time is ticking away, and on a 3rd down, number 12 takes forever to find an open man, and he ends up finding Michael Harris, who knocks that ball away. So on 4th down, San Jose State's last opportunity, and that ball is tipped around by a few different Vandal defenders, almost intercepted again, and that is going to be a turnover on downs, and we're going to take over with 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go, and with only 1 timeout remaining, we are able to kill off the remainder of this game in San Jose State. So we managed to win our first game, guys. We win our opening game. Can you believe that? We haven't watched a win. Well, we watched the Montana games, but we haven't watched an FBS win in this series yet. So I was super excited about this game and how it went down, and we managed to grab a win, and at a conference win. We beat a WAC opponent. So they are worse than we are in terms of prestige and stuff like that, but I mean, this is still a pretty formidable game here. Only 30 spots separate us in the national ranks, but it is what it is. I wanted to really kind of start our season where we ended it last year in the same stadium, both with a win. So we managed to do that, and just looking at some of our statistical breakdowns, we actually outplayed San Jose State. That isn't something I think we'd be able to do, or I didn't think our numbers would look as good as they did. Both teams were about as effective as each other in the red zone. Our defense got kind of sloppy in that part of the game. Towards the end of it, we weren't able to kind of limit San Jose State's opportunities once things kind of got rolling here. So here's a look at our passing breakdown. And Matt Norwood had himself an amazing game. It sucks that one of his 5 incompletions was an interception, but he had an amazing game outside of that one pick. So I think we can overlook it. Keith Bridges has a great 83-yard day, and then also 77 yards receiving, so all-purpose yards. That dude was absolutely feasting all around the field, about over 160 yards, I think, of all-purpose yards, so, and a couple touchdowns as well. So great game offensively from the Vandals here, even though it was only 31 points. Still no slouch, and that's going to take us into our rivalry game, which is one of our contract requirements. They want us to beat Boise State, so we might be able to beat them this year. This might be the year. Boise State's still very much better than we are, so hope to see you guys when we travel to take on the Broncos.